I know she said it's alright, but you gon' make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Or maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties. And I wouldn't wanna break them, I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please,
her sing. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you. Snow and rain. When you hear that same sweet song again, will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you. Snow and rain.
for coming, y'all. coming to you live from historic McBean Stadium in the heart of Lincoln, California. It's time for Potters Baseball. Potters Baseball brought to you by Stone's Broadcast Networks. And now let's send it up to the booth, to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe.
Well, good evening and welcome to McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California for some PEL, that's Pacific Empire League Baseball, between your Lincoln Potters and the Healdsburg Prune Packers. We have got a big one. We've got the lineups have been announced. We've got the songs have been sung. We are ready to go. We had the Lincoln All-Stars out there, the Lincoln 12U All-Stars out there with the defensive announcement of the Potters lineup, and they are out there. John Alkire is taking the mound. The Prune Packers are loosening up in the on-deck circle area with their camouflage jerseys, which right now I'm not real happy about. They got the wine-colored numbers on the very dark camouflage jerseys. And why do teams just try to make it more difficult for me, Riley? Why do they do that? Anyway, the Prune Packers can do pretty much whatever they want. 21-2 on the season and 10-2 in PEL play. The Potters counter at 22-5 and a 6-4 conference record. So this is a big one. It's a series, a three-game series. Today we are here, obviously. Tomorrow we are not here. We are in Healdsburg, and then Thursday we're back here, 6:35 tomorrow. 6:35 on Thursday. I think Healdsburg's probably a 6:05 start, but we're here at 6:35 on Thursday for Thirsty Thursday, $1 beers and all that. So that is Thursday. But today we've got a matchup between John Alkire and Tanner Bradley, two pitchers who have yet to lose on the season. Bradley at 3-0, Alkire at 4-0, and John is 2-0. In PEL play as well. So he has been an ace for the Potters, along with a couple other guys like Eric Vassar and a couple of others who've really been strong for the Potters on the mound. And it's going to be a big test here as the Prune Packers bring in a lineup, which we'll see right now. Sousa, Leopard, and Sutter. Sutter, the kid from Loomis, California, who has his mom threw out the first pitch today. And the embarrassing thing is she nailed it. Right over the plate, nailed it, made me look bad on my first pitch a while ago. Jacob French hitting the cleanup spot. Burge, Agard, Grimmer, Campbell, and Ladoff complete the lineup for the Prune Packers. All of them hitting at or above 300, except for Jay Souza, who leads it off at 294, so he is right there. So it will be a formidable lineup for John Alkire, but the right-hander hopefully is up to the task. Behind the plate, Mason Belding, the youngster, out of Del Oro and headed for LSU, who made his first appearance on Friday at the 4th of July game. The Potters beat the West Coast Kings 4-0 to improve to 6-4 on the conference season, and we are just about ready to get started. We have Riley the engineer here. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe. That's Willie Preston doing the PA announcing. What do we got over there? We got, Brielle, who's still laid up from that knee injury. She's, and Carson's back. Carson went to a wedding for his brother in Truckee. Then he went to Hawaii, and I think the worst question to ask somebody: how was Hawaii? I mean, okay. I mean, well, it was only 97 out of 100. I had a terrible time. It was horrible. Jay Souza's the first hitter out of Honolulu. He will lead it off against John Alkire, left-handed hitter. Jace, the center fielder, takes inside for a ball. He is out of Honolulu and Texas Tech University, which is not in Honolulu, but you make the connection. 294 for Jace, 3 home runs on the season, 15 runs batted in. Alkire's next pitch is, I thought, a strike, but it's a ball, 2-0. So they're not listening to what I think. And Riley, I apologize if your mark put up on the scoreboard 1-1 because I said it was a strike. I was wrong. The umpire was right. That's popped up out of play. Great night for baseball out here. 6:40, 6:38 first pitch. I'm going to say maybe 87 degrees, Riley. What do you think? Riley's with that. Okay. Fans still struggling in, or straggling in, I guess is a better word. That pitch is lifted foul down the left field line out of play. No kids zone today. I guess there was a lot of refuse left over from the fireworks last Friday night, so they've haven't got that sufficiently cleaned up to put the kids zone back up. So hopefully by Thursday that'll be back up. So all the kids had to go home. I don't know. 2-2 pitches high, 3-2. That's unofficial. That was my suggestion, actually. It was actually not done. But that'll be back together hopefully by Thursday. And after Thursday, next game is until next Wednesday. 3-2 pitches lined down the left field line, slicing into foul territory, I believe. And it is, no, it's a fair ball. And a little murmuring in the crowd. That looked like it was headed to foul territory. The left fielder is Cole Eaton, and he is not making any move to say that he thought it was foul. So a double for Jay Souza to start us off here in the top of the first inning, and that'll bring up Alex Leopard. And after this pitch, Riley will take a look at the defensive alignment for your Lincoln Potters. This Souza, a perfect, he dropped it in there perfectly right down the line. You know, tip to a cap to Wimbledon, because that's going on now, and Sousa obviously looking to get a spot in next year's main draw. Leopard at 326 out of UC San Diego. Takes high and inside. And we'll look at that lineup. Cole Eaton out in left field. Brian Williams in center. Quentin Marsh over in right field. Hanson, Russell, Lee, and McGraw in the infield. Mason Belding behind the plate. And John Alkire on the mound. John, 18 innings pitched and 13 hits coming in tonight. 25 strikeouts and 6 walks. And Leopard takes a strike. 1-1. Leopard wearing number 5, which I mentioned because I can see it. I'm not saying it stands out. I mean, perfect angle. You got to be a perfect angle to see these numbers. And I saw that one. So Leopard at 3 home runs, 10 runs batted in. 25 runs scored for the Packers. Lines that one into center field. Williams gives ground, has it. A tag. Here comes the throw by Williams. Is cut off. And tagging and advancing is Jay Souza. So Leopard flies to center field to Brian Williams. Opportunistic base running by Souza to make it. Brian Williams with a very strong arm, but he had to move back there right at the last moment on that line drive. And that'll bring up Logan Sutter, who's out of Loomis, California. And South Carolina, Columbia, University of South Carolina at Columbia. Takes a breaking ball down low. It's got the Sutter group is out in the VIP area of the kiln. We talked about Mom. Lori, I believe her name was, who threw the first pitch. So she's got the group out there. She is quite theatrical out on the mound, too. She was enjoying her time in the sun. And her son fouls that one back. So it's 1-1. You know, doing some pointing at both dugouts and doing a little bit of, you know, little Pilates out there, a little calisthenics out there. 1-1 is hit out into center field again. Williams is given ground. That'll be well deep enough to score Souza, and it will. So Sutter's going to pick up the RBI. That is Logan's 24th of the season, and the Prune Packers are off first blood. They lead it 1-0. So a double and a couple of flyouts, and the Prune Packers are on the board, and here's Jacob French. Jacob French hitting .435 with 5 home runs. Out of Benicia, California, and UC Berkeley. Swings and misses the high fastball. Benicia right by Vallejo, which that's where I came from. So maybe the French family, well, it was quite a long time ago. Maybe, I don't know if the French family was around there in Benicia. Breaking ball fouled off. It was right next to us, the city right next to us, kind of like Newcastle is right next to Lincoln, but we never played them in anything. It's kind of weird. There might have been bad blood a couple years before, Riley, which is why they discontinued the series. But, you know, would have been nice to play against the Panthers. 0-2 pitch is hit sharply, but it fouled down the first base line, and our first base coach muffed it. And you can't. We got that on. Hopefully we have that on tape there, because that was just a bad effort. Well, it was a good effort. It was just bad execution. Prune Packers have scored once here in the top of the first. They lead to 1-0. And that one's hit down the third base line. And, okay, that's it. Healdsburg, top-notch in everything, and they've made 2 base coach fielding errors already in this first inning. French at .409 in conference play, .435 overall, 36 runs batted in, and 5 RBI, or 5 home runs, excuse me. Swings and misses the high fastball. So Alcar gets the strikeout to end the inning, but the Prune Packers push one across. We go to the bottom of the first. Packers 1, Potters coming to bat.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of inning number 1 here from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with Riley the Engineer, and we have the Potters coming up here against the right-hander Tanner Bradley. Brian Williams leads it off. Who's going to follow him? Riley the Engineer. Jason Hanson, Ty McGraw, Penny Agua batting in the cleanup spot. Tristan Russell at shortstop. Quinton Marsh in the lineup today. And Belding Eaton and Ryan Lee rounds it out. So here's Brian Williams hitting at .392, and he takes a breaking pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Bradley 3-0 on the season, 13 in the third inning, 7 hits, 2 runs, 18 strikeouts, 5 walks. A 1.35 earned run average for the right-hander out of Cotati, California, and the University of Oregon. And he pours that one in down low for a ball, 1-1. Piper the Peacock making his official appearance, high-fiving one of the 12-year-old Lincoln All-Stars. Just kind of a little bit of swagger, high-fiving the next person. He's a big high-five guy. That's chopped out to third base. Nice play over there by Agard to throw out Williams by a step at first. So 1 down, and Jason Hanson is the hitter. Let's look defensively at your Healdsburg Prune Packers. Sorio Agard at third. Campbell is short. French at second. Sutterover at first. Burge behind the plate. Grimmer, Sousa, and Leopard in the outfield for the Prune Packers. 1 out, and here's Jason Hanson. .358 on the year for the product of Roseville, California, but .526 in PEL play. So Jason has picked it up a notch, as the veterans often do. 8 RBI, 27 runs scored. Fastball is a strike at 91 from Tanner Bradley. Ty McGraw on deck. 0-1 to Hanson. Jason, .358 as we said. Takes that one inside, just misses from Bradley. 1-1. Prune Packers came up with 1 in the top of the first on a double. Couple of sac flies. Breaking ball is a ball. Actually, just 1 sac fly officially. There's a fly ball that advanced a runner, but technically not a sac fly. Logan Sutter getting the RBI, the local product out of Loomis. 2-1 now on Jason Hanson. That one misses outside. The slider is 3-1. Swings and misses at the fastball. Hansen with 21 base on balls on the season, 10 of those in conference play. Go along with 19 hits, so 40 times on base. Faces a 3-2 count here with one out in the bottom of the first. Takes outside, ball 4. Just the 6th walk issued by Bradley on the season brings up Ty McGraw, who has been the heavy stick for the Potters all season long. 462, 3 home runs, 31 RBI, 27 runs scored, and 441 in conference. So he's done it all season long for your Lincoln Potters out of Gardendale, Alabama. Saying hi to my good friend Tracy, his mom, back in Gardendale. Also Addie, Ty's girlfriend, and her grandma, who I just call Grandma. Okay, Riley. We made some friends, okay? You took some pictures. Actually, you took pictures of Tristan's mom, so that was different. But anyway, so it was great to see some of the Gardendalians make it out to Lincoln for some baseball as Ty's up at the plate with no balls and 1 strike. Hansen a good lead at first base. McGraw swings and fouls off an off-speed pitch. So he gets in the hole 0-2 from Tanner Bradley. Adam Paniagua DHing today for the Potters, hitting in the cleanup spot. He's also been hot in the PEL play at 378. Takes it outside. Ty does the little hop as the ball goes by. Has the crouch, has the hop, has it all working actually. 1-2. Been a while since Ty's hit one out of here. I think it might be time. Actually, he came in and pinch hitter against the Tigers last Tuesday and hit one out. Takes that one outside. 2-2 again. Bradley pulls the string at 77 on that one. Just getting started here from McBean Stadium. Crowd has settled in mostly, and it's a great crowd out here on a Tuesday night. Breaking balls down low, ball 3. Hansen lead at first. Jason creeping off. See if he's going on 3-2. He is not. It is sharply to the right of second base. What a play at second. To second for one over to first. They turn the double play. Jacob French with a brilliant dive to the right. Flips it over to Campbell to Sutter, and that's the 4-6-3 double play. We go to the second. Potters are down 1-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Top of inning number 2 for McBean Stadium. It'll be Alex Burge, the first hitter against John Alkire. Burge, the catcher, hitting at .392. Comes to us from Olathe, Kansas. I hope I said that right, in UC Berkeley. Alec with 2 home runs and 18 RBI. Left-handed hitter against Alkire and takes inside for a ball, 1-0. Jay Souza started off the game with a double. He sliced down the left field line, advanced on a fly out by Leopard, scored on a sac fly from Logan Sutter. French then struck out, but Jacob atoned for that with a brilliant play in the field in the bottom of the inning to turn a base hit into a double play off of Ty McGraw's sharp grounder. So Birch, Agard, and Grimmer, the first 3 here in the second inning for the Prune Packers, who come in at 10-2 in PEL play. 21-2 overall. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Alkire at 90. Got the strikeout of French to end the first inning, and now gets the swing and a miss from Burge, but Alex still ahead in the count, 2-1. That's 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 teams meet again tomorrow in Healdsburg, then back here on Thursday for a Thirsty Thursday. 6:35 is your first pitch. Come on out and check out these 2 top teams. 3-1 pitches skied to left side. I think that'll get out of play over by the grassy knoll. And off into the proper McBean Park. Seen a much frivolity and hilarity over the past couple of days. It's the 4th of July, a huge day here in Lincoln. Starts with the parade in the morning, ends with the Potters at night, and it goes all day. That one's hit a little blooper out toward shortstop and handled by Tristan Russell. So Burge is retired for the first out here in the second, and J.C. Osorio Agard will be the hitter. Out of Hayward, California, and San Jose State University, J.C. at .395 with 6 home runs on the year, .308 in conference. Breaking ball, nice pitch by Algar, but he misses the strike zone, so it's 1-0. Potters this weekend will be going up to Medford to take on the Rogues, a 3-game series Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Rogues will be down here next weekend. That one's skied out toward right field. Coming on is Marsh. The first baseman goes back and makes the catch, and that's Ty McGraw in foul territory. So it looked like it was going to go a little bit further. Marsh comes in, but Ty McGraw calls for it, and Ty McGraw makes the play. 2 quick outs here in the second inning, and Blake Grimmer, the left fielder, comes to the plate. Blake hitting an even .300 on the air with a pair of home runs. And he is coming to us out of Spring Lake, Michigan, which sounds like a cool place. Probably a place you go boating and stuff, Spring Lake, Michigan. What do you think, Riley? You got to have a boat if you live in Spring Lake, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Goes to the University of Tennessee, which is not exactly in, a boating area, but I'm sure there are fine places there to go boating as well. 2-0 quickly on Blake. Cade Campbell, the shortstop, the number 8 hitter in the on-deck circle. Alkire 4-0 on the year, 2-0 in the PEL. Gave up just his second run of the season in the first inning. And then gave up his second run of the season in that inning, as that one is out of here in right field. Grimmer comes back on a 2-0 pitch. Hits it out of here, so got the first two out, but Grimmer makes it 2-0 in short order. And that is his third home run of the season, his 11th run batted in. And the Prune Packers lead this one 2-0. Cade Campbell's the shortstop. He's the next hitter. He's the Dueling Dogs batter, so if he does strike out, it'll be half off Dueling Dogs at the Brick and Barrel backyard down the right field line. He hits it out. Short center field. Williams coming on, still coming on. That's going to drop in for a single for Campbell. So a 2-out home run, which went 390 feet, according to my people over in the command center. 99 miles an hour off the bat, and Campbell follows that up with a single. Third hit for the Prune Packers, and the number 9 hitter's Cade Ladoff. Designated hitter, not a typical number 9 hitter at 389 with 4 home runs. Misses outside with that one, 1-0. So a pop out by Burge, a pop out by Agard, then the home run from Grimmer, and a single from Cade Campbell. And Ladoff's up here with a 1-ball, no strike count and 2 outs. Chopper out towards shortstop. Russell has it. He'll flip it to second base for the fourth, and that's the inning. But not before the Prune Packers put another on the board. Going to the bottom of inning number 2. Healdsburg 2, Lincoln 0. Bottom of inning number 2, Adam Paniagua will be the first hitter against Tanner Bradley. He's followed by Tristan Russell and Quinton Marsh, 4, 5, and 6 for the Potters, who find themselves on the short end of a 2-0 score in this bottom of the second. Paniagua with 385 on the year with 3 home runs out of Phoenix, Arizona. Look out, that's inside. I think it hit him, and it did. He had the look of a guy, oh man, it hit me. And he'll go down to first base. The first base, actually second base runner for the Potters. They had base on balls in the first inning. And Tristan Russell is the hitter. Out of Cypress, Texas, Tristan Russell will come to the plate, hitting .357. Just 258 in the PEL. Has 3 home runs. He has 30 runs batted in. Hitting from the left side against Bradley. Fouls it back to the screen. 0-1. Quentin Marsh on deck. Bradley out of Cotati, California, and the University of Oregon, looking for his 4th win of the season. Russell slices that one foul as well. It's 0-2. Short lead for Paniagua over at first base. Inside for a ball. One and two now. Outside, 2-2. Bradley with just 13 in the third innings. 3-0, so about 4 innings, 4 1/3 innings per game per outing. Not going to overthrow him anyway, obviously. Russell takes outside, 3-2. Potters trailing at 2-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Great crowd on a Tuesday. It's a Brews Day, of course, courtesy of Loomis Basin Brewery. That's hit out in the left center field. It found a gap, and it's down for a base hit. Round in second, heading for third. Paniagua, that goes all the way to the fence. They're going to wave at him all the way as Russell goes to third. The throw is late. It's a triple for Tristan Russell, and the Potters are on the board here in the bottom of inning number 2. Russell picks up the RBI, perfectly placed in left center field. First hit for the Potters in the game, first run. And they've closed the gap to 2-1 and bring up Quentin Marsh. Russell, he could not have placed that one any better between Sousa and Grimmer in left center. Hit the ground, rolled away from Sousa. So Paniagua, I think, was when he rounded second, he was thinking of pulling in at third, but he just kept getting the windmill, and he scores the Potters' first run. And here's Marsh. Takes a high fastball for a ball, 1-0. Quentin just 2 for 6 on the year. Out of San Jose, California, to Stanford University. Also a pitcher who's seen a couple of appearances on the mound this summer. So if there with a chance to tie it up here, takes outside, 2-0. So the Potters had a chance in the first inning, but a great play by French at second base started inning-ending double play. That one eluded both outfielders for Russell's triple. That is outside for a ball. That is away Tristan's 31st run of this batted into the season, ties him with Ty McGraw for the team lead. Tristan trying to score his 30th run of the season, which will put him second behind Brian Williams. And that's outside. It's a quick walk to Quentin Marsh. Second walk, along with the hit batter by Bradley through the first inning plus, and it'll bring up Mason Belding. The youngster from Del Oro, 0 for 3 so far on the season. Headed for LSU. 6'2", 213 out of Grass Valley, California. As Alex Burge goes out to talk to his pitcher, settle him down a bit as he's given up a hit by pitch, a triple, and now a walk here. And the Potters have runners at first and third with nobody out here in the bottom of inning number 2. Belding, and then Eaton and Lee, the bottom third of the order, coming up against Tanner Bradley. Belding checks his swing. It's in there for a strike at 90 miles an hour from Bradley. 0-1 pitch cut on and missed. 0-2. Potters with 4 base runners already through the first inning plus in this one. They still trail it 2-1. Call strike 3 on off-speed pitch, and Belding is down on strikes for the first out here in the inning. The first strikeout for Tanner Bradley. A big one right there because now a double play gets him out of the inning, and Cole Eaton will be the hitter to try to avoid that double play and drive in Russell from third. Cole at 176 with an RBI and 4 runs scored. He comes to us out of Elkhorn, Nebraska and Texas Christian University. Up here with a chance to tie this one up for the Potters. Fouls that one back to the screen. Perilously close to your camera, Riley. This has been a very iffy 2 innings as far as avoiding the cameras with foul balls. 0-1 on Cole. Outfield pretty much straight away and medium deep. Sousa a little bit over toward right center against Cole Eaton. Throw to first base, and Marsh is back in. Logan Sutter manning first base for the Prune Packers tonight. Eaton takes it right down the middle, call strike 2. 0-2. That's in the dirt. That's a nice block behind the plate by Bird. Probably would have Russell. Oh, Russell's he takes chances as a base runner. He's very fast. Definitely would have kept Marsh. He would have tried to go to second base. The ball got away from Bird, so definitely would have saved 90 feet there. Not so sure on Tristan. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Eaton stays alive against the 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Tanner Bradley. As Ryan Lee waits on deck, the second baseman. Cole out in left field today for the Potters. Breaking ball's hit to shortstop to see if they can turn it. 2-1 to first. I don't think so, not in time, and the Potters tie it. Eaton legs it out. The throw from French just a little bit too late, and the Potters have tied it as Russell scores the second run. An RBI for Cole Eaton on the fielder's choice. His second of the season. Marsh is erased at second base on the force, and it'll bring up Ryan Lee. So the Potters have drawn even in this one. Lee slices it foul down the right field line. Ryan hitting 167, does have a home run in the season, and 6 runs batted in. He's followed by the leadoff man. That'll be Brian Williams Jr. in the on-deck circle. Fastball is down low. 1-1 on Ryan Lee. Alex Burge behind the plate for the Prune Packers. Agard, Campbell, French, and Sutter in the infield. Grimmer, Sousa, and Leopard in the outfield. The hitter for the Potters is Ryan Lee. Short lead by Eaton at first base. He goes outside. Throw to second base will be in time. Oh, that's a perfect throw from Burge. It looked like Eaton got in there ahead of it, but he is called out at second base, and so the Potters scored twice. We got a new ball game going to the top of the third, all tied at 2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Top of inning number 3, we're all tied at 2. It'll be the top of the order for the Prune Packers. Jay Souza, Alex Leopard, and Logan Sutter. Souza sliced a double down the left field line to start the ball game. Later scored on the Sutter sacrifice fly. So Souza is 1 for 1. He takes that one inside. 1 ball and no strikes. 18th run scored on the season for the center fielder. He takes ball 2. Prune Packers have scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Potters with 2 in the second. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Around the league, PEL 3 games tonight. We have West Coast Kings all over the Mudcats, 11-2 in that one. And in Medford, Crabs scored 1 in the top of the first, Medford 4 in the bottom of the first, and then the Crabs 4 in the top of the second. So that one is 5-4 Crabs, bottom of the second. A lot of action in that one. 9 runs on 9 hits already in less than 2 innings as Sousa swings and misses. We're now a 2-2 count to open up inning number 3. Breaking ball just misses, 3-2. Here's Alkire with the full count pitch. Ball 4. Make that ball 3. That's ball 4. Yeah, there he goes. I thought so. Sometimes I think they're gaslighting me, Riley. I just think they are. Sousa's on for the second time in a row. Here's Alex Leopard, who lined out to center field his first time up. Comes to us from Sebastopol, California, and UC San Diego. Comes into the game at 3:26. He's out in right field for Healdsburg. Sousa at first base. Nobody out here in the third. Look out. That's inside. Break a pitch. 1-0. First walk from John Alkire. Thought he had him on the 2-2 pitch, but not so lucky. Throw to first base is enough to get Sousa back to the bag. There he goes. The pitch is low. The throw is offline and off the glove of the infielder. Goes out into short right field. Sousa will go down to third base. Error will be assessed on the throw. A stolen base and an error puts Sousa at third base. The pitch, I believe, was called a ball, so that'll make it 2-0 on Alex Leopard. Looks like the Potters are going to trot somebody out to the bullpen to start loosening up. It's in there for a strikeout speed from John. 2-1 now. Logan Sutter in the on-deck circle. Hit sharply but foul down the first base line. Evens the count up 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alex Leopard. 3 home runs on the year. 10 RBI. Outfield playing straight away and deep for Alex. Two pitch just a little bit too high. 3-2. Umpire is answering the call from the Potters bench that the pitch was in the strike zone. The trackman would seem to agree with that. But we have a full count. That's ball 4. So a couple of walks, runners on first and third, and here comes Logan Sutter. Sacrifice fly, his first time up for his 24th run bat in the season. He has 7 home runs. He has his mom out in the VIP area with the Sutter group. She threw out the first pitch in tonight's game. Kind of unprecedented for the visitors to do that, but she did a heck of a job. And Logan out of Loomis, California, a local cat. Alcar's first pitch is very outside, so it's 1-0. I think John's still a little bit frustrated over that, not getting that strike 3 call, the Leopard. And here comes Nate Gajowski out to the mound to trying to settle down his right-hander as he's giving him up the walk, and then stolen base by Sousa. The throw goes off the glove of Russell into short right field, and so Sousa makes it to third, and then the walk to Leopard. We're at 2-2 in the top of inning number 3, and the home plate umpire is not having any nonsense, and he's going to go, I'll give you a couple of seconds, and that is it. I'm on a time frame here. He's going to get right in the middle of it, too. I need my lip readers to get on that one because I think I think he might be delivering a little bit more than he's breaking up, which is interesting. And now everybody's breaking up. He just kind of killed that party. That's like the cops showing up, man. Everybody's got to go home. You can't stay here. Everybody just go to Denny's, I guess. Hang out. 1 ball, no strikes on Logan Sutter. Jacob French on deck for the Prune Packers. See if Leopard is taking off from first base. Swing and a miss. Sutter with a good cut at a high fastball at 88. Evens it up, 1 ball and 1 strike. That one down low. Belding with a nice stop of it. 2-1. Mason out of Del Oro High School, headed to LSU. Another great season for the Golden Eagles. Two-one pitch is fouled back to the screen, 2-2. And a bird that was settled on the screen takes off. Said, hey, come on, man, I was watching the game. You're going to take shots at me, I'm out of here. Oh, Riley, I hate to do this to you, but there's 2 guys with just 1 beer. Oh. I'm sorry, Riley. Throw to first base. Riley does not like it if you go to get a beer, you come back, you got 2 hands, you bring 2 beers. 2 guys in a row with just 1 beer. I'm glad you're doing something else, Riley. 2-2 again to Sutter. Breaking ball down low in the dirt, drain 2. Logan Sutter, .392 coming in. 7 home runs, .324 in PEL play. Line drive out toward short, in the air, handled by Russell. And that's a tough play. Not only is the ball hit very hard, but that sun is right in his eyes, and he's got to look underneath it and make the play. So Sutter hits it hard, but lines it right to Russell at short. 1 out, and here's Jacob French. Looks like Peter Jensen, the right-hander, warming up for the Potters. We're 29, maybe, something like that. So here's French, who struck out his first time up, batting, though, at .435 on the year. There goes the runner. The pitch is inside. The throw goes to second. Here comes the runner coming in from third. Tagged out at second, but the double steal is successful as scoring is Sousa. Nice throw to second by Belding and got the runner by a considerable amount, but trotting in unheated almost with Jay Sousa. The pitch was a ball, I believe, and I think that's what Alcar was asking the umpire. But nobody on the bags, run in. and outside. French 5 home runs on the year, 36 runs batted in. I think it's 2 balls and no strikes here. Lined into left field, coming on is Eaton. He's not going to be able to make the play. It'll drop right in front of him. You can't really make any chances out in left field with that sun the way it is. You have to make sure that you keep the ball in front of you, which they did. That's the first hit of the inning for the Packers, the 4th of the game for Healdsburg. Alex Bird, who popped out to shortstop his first time up, will be the hitter. Left-handed hitter out of UC Berkeley. Comes from Olathe, Kansas. Olathe, Olathe. Another left-handed hitter. He takes a breaking ball. That stays high, 1-0. A walk to Souza. He stole second, went to third when the ball got away. Then a walk to Leopard. Sutter lined out. Leopard took off for second. Souza scored as the ball went through. Leopard tagged out. Look out, that's inside. And then a single from Jacob French. So the Potters came back with 2 and tied it, but the shutdown inning not able to be achieved as the Prune Packers have scored here in the top of inning number 3. Swings and fouls into the catcher's glove, which counts as a strike these days, so it's 2-1 on Alex Bird. 392 on the year, 2 home runs, 18 runs batted in, 23 runs scored for Alex. 344 in PEL play. The Prune Packers are 10-2 in PEL play. High fastball, 3-1. Potters 6-4. Great crowd out here on a Tuesday night checking it out. I have to go some for last Tuesday. 1,140 people in this place last Tuesday. Then, of course, a sellout on Friday for the 4th of July. What a great night that was. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Bird's not getting cheated on that cut, but not making any contact. So he faces a full count here. French will be taking off with 2 outs. Getting a little cowbell action from the crowd here. Call strike 3. So the Prune Packers score once in the third. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. Potters down 3-2.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Bottom of inning number 3 from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with Riley the engineer. Willie Preston, of course, on the PA. We got Carson hanging around behind us, just sitting on the couch because he came back from Honolulu. Luke Stoutwalker is up here doing the track man. And Brielle working the point streak. Ryan Lee hits a chopper down to third base. Agard had to wait for it across the diamond and get some by a step at first base. Lee was at the plate when Eaton was thrown out trying to steal in the second, so he leads off here in the third. 1 pitch and 1 out. It'll bring up Brian Williams, who did exactly the same thing as Lee back in the first inning, grounding it to Agard down at third base. Williams from Midwest City, Oklahoma, and Dallas Baptist University. Be followed by Jason Hansen here in the third inning. Potters trail at 3-2. Fastball is in there for a strike. Bradley's given up just 1 hit. He has walked 2. He has hit 1 through the first 2 and third innings. He has 1 strikeout. Williams hits a ground ball out to short, now cut off by Agard at third. He dodges the bat, throws to first, and barely gets him. Bat went flying. Agard paid it no mind and throws out Williams for the second time tonight. With 2 quick outs here in the third, Jason Hansen will be the hitter. Product of UC Davis out of Roseville, California. Walked his first time up, his 22nd walk of the season. He's also hitting .358, which includes .526 in conference play. Up here though with 2 outs here in the third. And the Potters down 3-2. Hansen takes the ball. Ty McGraw on deck, high-fiving some fans, or giving them knucks there in the front row. That's my buddy Jim Russell down there from a trivia team on Tuesday nights, which means he's not there again. So, I mean, you know, he's a big fan. What can I say? Hansen takes for a strike. He's got the good seats. He's got to come out here and check out the Potters. And kind of a, bare schedule. Last Tuesday, then Friday, then today, then Thursday, then not till the next Wednesday, and then a big weekend series in a week against the Medford Rogues. Hansen hits it out towards shortstop, scooped up by Campbell across the diamond. It's an easy inning for Tanner Bradley. We go to the fourth. Packers on top, 3-2.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Top of the fourth inning here. Prune Packers lead at 3-2. John Alkire, the right-hander, back out on the mound. J.C. Osorio. Agard will be the first hitter, then Blake Grimmer and Cade Campbell. So 6, 7, and 8 for the Prune Packers, who've scored in all 3 innings to lead this one 3-2. Slider is outside for a ball. Agard popped out to first base his first time up back in inning number 2, so he is 0 for 1. Sports a 395 average coming in. Takes inside and low, 2-0. Alcar with 2 walks in the game, both back in the 3rd inning. First one to Souza, he ended up scoring. That one's hit high and well to left center field. Williams is moving over. He's going to look up, and that one is out of here. Agard's 7th home run of the season, and the Prune backers have scored in every inning, and they lead at 4-2. 5th hit for Healdsburg. 2nd home run, Grimmer, who is at the plate now, homered his last time up. Grimmer homered in the 2nd inning, his 3rd of the season. He is out of Spring Lake, Michigan, and University of Tennessee. Agard, who just homered, is from San Jose State University. That one 405 feet and 105 miles an hour off the bat. And that one down the middle for a strike. I think that's the farthest home run here in Link. First one over 400 feet on the season by anybody. Check swing, and it's inside, 1-1. We did have 107 miles off the bat by Everett Johnson and 106 from Russell. That one has popped out of play. Oh, that's McGraw. It's 106. Okay, it was tie. So just like that, it's 4-2 here in the 4th. Sails the fastball high and away. 2-2 now on Grimmer. Came in at an even 300 with the 2 home runs, and now 3 and 10 RBI, now 11, and 10 runs scored, now 11. Swings and misses. Got him on strikes this time. 3rd strikeout for John Alkire. And it will bring up Cade Campbell, who's the Dueling Dogs batter. So if he strikes out, it's half off Dueling Dogs. There's already $4 off Loomis Basin Brewery. So there's already beer specials going. So I don't feel sorry for thirsty people if they don't get it. Looks like number 2. No, Cade Campbell is number 2. Sadwalker just went crazy on that one. Told me it was a pinch hitter, and it's the same guy. I liked it, too. Okay, we got a couple of interns out today. Luke's doing like triple duty over there, so get off his back, all right? Blame Voldemort. That's in the dirt, 2-0. Oh, yeah, he's down there. Oh, he's doing a little photography. We got Jordan Georgeson, the great Jordan Georgeson's in the house tonight. So he can handle some of that photography stuff. Although Voldemort does look very official, striding around with his little camera and his little microphone and everything. That's lifted down the right field line. Coming on is Quentin Marsh. It is a foul ball out of the reach of first baseman Ty McGraw, who went back about 100 feet, but just couldn't catch up to it. And Campbell will have another shot here at 2 balls and 1 strike. Cade Ladoff, the DH, number 9 hitter on deck. Trying to get the Dogs going here for some Dueling Dogs action against Cade Campbell, the shortstop, batting .318, singled back in the 2nd inning. Chops that one, a big hopper at McGraw, makes the play, looks for the pitcher covering, and Alkire with a nice play. Both sides a nice play, McGraw and Alkire, and Campbell is retired for the 2nd out. So 2 outs, and here's Cade Ladoff, who hit into a fielder's choice his first time up, the designated hitter, out of Bradenton, Florida, and he goes to the University of Michigan. 389 on the year with 4 home runs for Cade. Takes one right down the middle for a strike and was kind of upset with himself on that one. He probably should have swung at that. Darn. 89 from Alkire. I think he's topped off about 91 so far today. Misses outside. That one's out to left center. Williams on the move, still on the move. He's not going to get there. It's up against the fence. Ladoff will come into second base comfortably with a double with 2 outs. And the top of the order headed up. 6th hit for the Prune Packers, second here in the inning. And Sousa, who has doubled and walked, will be the hitter. Sousa doubled and scored in the first and walked and scored in the third. Now has 19 runs scored on the year. Came in at 294. Fouls that one right back over the top of us. 0-1. He's followed by Alex Leopard for Healdsburg. They scored once in each inning so far. The leadoff home run from Agard. The run here in the fourth. Breaking ball is fouled back to the screen. So quickly 0-2 on Jay Sousa. Out of Honolulu, Hawaii, and Texas Tech University. I guess you just need to say Honolulu. You don't need to say Honolulu, Hawaii. Honolulu, Hawaii. Because Carson went to Hawaii. Honolulu. Yeah, there you go. 0-2. Line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Here comes Ladoff around third. He'll head for the plate. Marsh, a strong arm, but it's not in time. And it's the second run of the inning for the Prune Packers. They lead at 5-2. Don't know if Sousa got all that one, but he got enough to line it into right field. Pick up an RBI. Ladoff scored. Marsh again, a strong arm from right field, but not in time. And here's Alex Leopard. Agard with the home run, and now an RBI single by Sousa. So the Packers have scored twice here in the fourth. Look out. That hit him. Leopard, who had flied to center and walked, will go down to first base and move Sousa over to second before they're going to check on Alex Leopard first as Logan Sutter comes up to the plate. Is it a sacrifice fly and lined out to shortstop? Leopard looks to be all right. He'll go down to first base. The product of Sebastopol, California. So Sutter comes up here with 0 for 1 and an RBI today. Jake Morrell, a left-hander out of ARC, is warming up. And William Jessup University. Big breaking ball misses high and inside. I haven't seen Jake in a little while. I think he worked on the road, and I think game's up in Humboldt. He's loosening up. Sutter takes a fastball on the outside corner for a call strike. Evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. That one's in the dirt. 2-1 Belding with a nice block. Popped up. Who's calling it? Is it McGraw or is it, no, it's not. It's Ryan Lee, and he'll make the play, the second baseman. So 2 runs for the Prune Packers in the fourth. Going to the bottom of the fourth. Prune Packers on top 5-2.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter.
we thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions.
Bottom of inning number 4, Ty McGraw is going to lead it off for the Potters, and Adam Paniagua and Tristan Russell against Tanner Bradley, who has a 5-2 lead after his team has scored once in the first, once in the second, once in the third, and twice in the fourth. McGraw heading to a double play thanks to a brilliant play by Jacob French back in inning number 1. The second baseman dove to his right, snagged the ground ball, flipped it to shortstop Cade Campbell, and they turned it into a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. So Ty 0 for 1 in this one. Chops that one out towards second. Easier play for French this time as he throws on the run and gets him at first. So one down here in the fourth, and it'll be Adam Paniagua, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the second inning out of Phoenix, Arizona, and Regis University from Denver, Colorado, Mr. Adam Paniagua, who had 27 home runs and 100 RBI during his school season, leading all D2 players in both categories. He has 3 home runs with the Potters this summer. Tristan Russell to follow. Bradley's given up just the 1 hit and 2 runs back in inning number 2. Look out, he hit. Did he hit him again? Yes, he did. So 2 of the HBP for Adam Paniagua. And he'll go down to first base. And Tristan Russell, who dropped a triple in left center field his last time up, an RBI triple. On top of that, comes up to the plate for his second appearance. Out of Cypress, Texas. Met Mom Silka last week and girlfriend Rainey. And shout out to John and Gina Johnson, also back there in Cyprus. I got names written all over these books here. Hopefully I'm matching the right people with the right families. That's part of the job, Riley. So we get a situation with Burge behind the plate. Hopefully he doesn't have something in his eye, it seems like. We're going to get a momentary timeout here. Very big night on Saturday night. Friday we had, of course, the 4th of July, but Saturday was movie night. It was the Sandlot. Huge success. And Riley, the next family night or movie night out here will be on July 25th. It's The Empire Strikes Back. I might have to come out and check it out myself. That sounds pretty good. Willie kind of downplayed it, didn't mention it. He said, hey, Sandlot was great. Didn't mention that The Empire Strikes Back is our next movie night coming up on July the 25th. So make plans. Come on out for that. That will be epic. Truly epic. So they set up the screen like in the middle of the field. So that's the way it gets dark, of course, so they can set the screen up. But you're watching out of the field. It's tremendous. Going to be Han Solo up there and those other guys, the Wookiees and everything. Looks like Luke Statwalker went on a pizza run for Riley. Well, it's only one piece of pizza, but it actually is a pizza. That is basically a pizza. And Riley, who was off the pepperoni for a while and was just doing the cheese pizza because of his theory that the cheese pizza, there's more cheese on it because if there's pepperoni, there's nothing underneath the pepperoni, so the cheese is more efficient. He kind of abandoned that theory later, and now he's back to pepperoni. And this one has, the last time it was 10 pepperonis. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and you are, there goes kind of a piece of a 9th and a 10th, and you've already eaten a little bit of it. So that's a huge piece of pizza right there. So a little bit of work on Alex Burge. I believe he is back ready for action, and Tristan Russell at the plate. He has a 1-ball, no strike count. Quentin Marsh on deck for the Potters. 1 out here in the 4th. Russell hits it out to center field. That one's playable for Souza, and he'll make the catch. So 2 outs, and Quentin Marsh, who walked his first time up, comes up to the plate, the right fielder. Hitting .333, just 6 at-bats on the season. Out of San Jose, California, headed to Stanford University. 6'1", 205 for Quentin. Mason Belding to follow him, another high school phenom. Marsh takes a strike. Bradley at 90 miles an hour. It's been about where he's been all night long, looking for his 4th win of the season. He's given up 2 runs on just 1 hit. That was the Russell triple back in the 2nd inning. Marsh swings and misses, took something off that, went down to 80, so it's 0-2 quickly on Quentin Marsh. Paniagua at first base after being hit by a pitch for the 2nd time tonight. But now 2 outs here in the 4th. Marsh in the dirt, now will get away from Burge. And Paniagua on the wild pitch will go down to second base. Gets himself into scoring position for Quentin Marsh, who now has a 1-ball and 2-strike count. 2 teams meet again tomorrow in Healdsburg, then Thursday back here for 6:35 Game 3 of the series. It'll be a thirsty Thursday with $1 beers. Not all of them, just when they're pouring down in the Brick and Barrel backyard. Swings and misses, the ball gets away, and Burge is going to throw to first to get him, and he does. So the Potters get a base runner, do nothing with it. We go to the 5th inning. It's the Prune Packers leading this one 5-2.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects.
It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years, people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
New pitcher here at the top of the fifth for the Potters, Jake Morrell, the left-hander, making his 7th appearance, 20 innings, 15 hits, 6 earned runs, 26 strikeouts, 7 walks. He is 3-0 on the season and a 2.70 ERA. He relieves John Alkire, who went the first 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. Walked 2, hit 1, and struck out 3. First batter is Jacob French, who was struck out and singled. And he'll take a fastball up high from Morrell to get ahead in the count. 1 ball and no strikes. He's followed by Burge and then Agard. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Prune Packers have scored in every inning to lead 5-2. Saws that one off down the left field line, but foul. Evens the count at 1-1 on Jacob French. Out of Benicia, California, and UC Berkeley. 4:35 coming into tonight's game, and is 1 for 2 here tonight. Does have 5 home runs. Swings and misses at that slider from Morrell. 1-2. Left-hander out of William Jessup University, and then fouled off in Roseville, California. Did some time over at American River College. One ball and 2 strikes on Jacob. Saws that one off over to the left side. Coming in tight on the left-handed hitting French at 88 miles an hour. Breaking ball's rolled over to second base. Nice play by Lee. He's going to have to hurry to first. What a play, Ryan Lee. He got him at first base. Went down on the knee and came back with an amazing acrobatic throw. And an excellent play by Ryan Lee and to get the first out. And, I forgot it's the first batter of the 5th inning, so that's the Farmers' 5th. And so the fact that they retired the batter means 50% off Farmers Brewing Company down at the Brick and Barrel backyard. More importantly for the Potters, 1 out here, and Alex Burge, who was popped out and struck out, will be the hitter. Last time Morrell pitched was on the 29th at Humboldt. 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs. So here's Burge, the left-handed hitter, takes inside for a ball. Ryan Lee with an excellent play, went to his right, had to somehow stop himself and throw back at the same time. An accurate throw to first to Ty McGraw to retire Jacob French. Right down the middle, strike 1. J.C. Osorio Agard on deck, the Hayward product, with a home run his last time up, went 405 feet. Swing and a miss, nice pitch by Morrell. Slider gets us into 1-2. Burge out of UC Berkeley, a Kansas product. Faces a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Swings and misses. Good job by Morrell. Comes back with the same pitch, got the same result, got his first strikeout. So in a night that Loomis Basin already has taken $4 off their brews, and Farmers are 50% off the rest of the inning, where the Farmers' first batter of the inning being retired, J.C. Osorio Agard, will be the hitter. The third baseman is popped out to first and homered. Fouls that one down the right field line. Another great crowd out here on a Tuesday night for some action between two of the top teams in the Pacific Empire League. Potters tied with the Humboldt Crabs in league standings right now. Breaking pitches inside. Crabs at last count were enjoying a 8-4 advantage over the Medford Rogues. That is now 8-5 as they are in the bottom of the fourth inning. That one's popped up out of play. Potters are going up to Medford this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then the Rogues will be back here the next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think that's the 18th, 19th, and 20th. That's chopped foul. So we have Thursday against the Prune Packers. Then next Wednesday, I think it's the Kings. It might be the Mudcats next Wednesday. And then the weekend is the Medford Rogue. 1-2 on Agard. Fastball is high, 2-2. Morrell up to 89 with that one. Had a real good season for William Jessup this past year. Out of the bullpen, I believe, mostly. And he's got a 2-ball, 2-strike count here on Agard. Breaking ball's fouled off. There's some wind blowing out toward the left center field area, which is where Agard hit his home run, but didn't look like it was helped too much by the wind. It was pretty much all Agard. Sails the fastball high and outside. Blake Grimmer on deck, who has homered and struck out so far. That's ball 4. So Agard will go down to first base. Had him 1-2. Lost him to a base on balls. And here is Blake Grimmer, who hit a home run in the second inning and then struck out in the fourth. Grimmer with his third home run of the season tonight out of the University of Tennessee in the very bucolic-sounding Spring Lake, Michigan. I just have this picture of Spring Lake, Michigan. It's a really cool place, like on the docks there, on the bay. There's a strike on the lake, Lake Michigan. I don't know what lake. There's lots of lakes there. 1,000 lakes, although that's Minnesota, I think. There's Great Lakes and Superior Lakes and Erie Lakes, all kinds of lakes. Hit sharply in the hole in the left field, a base hit. So Grimmer has his second hit. First hit off Morrell. Moves Agard to second base and brings Cade Campbell to the plate. He is singled and grounded to first on a nice play by Ty McGraw back in the fourth inning. He's the Dueling Dogs batter, so if he strikes out, it'll be 3 beer specials at the same time. But he lifts that one up in the air on the infield, and it's going to make it out of play. Oh, nice play on the bench. Right, Mason Belding right at the screen to make the catch behind home plate. So the Potters shut out the Prune Packers for the first time. Now they'll try to get some themselves. They go to the bottom of the fifth, trailing 5-2.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Mason Belding will start us off in the bottom of the fifth. Potters trailing this one 5-2. They held the Prune Packers scoreless for the first time in the game in the top of the fifth. Belding takes the ball. He has struck out. Well, he struck out. He's only been up once, so he struck out. I know it sounds harsh, but that's what happened. 0 for 4 on the summer. Just joined the Potters, I believe, on the 4th of July. It's a sharp ball down the first base line. That was a fair ball. Way to hit the umpire, though. So he's going to have to he's going to give him a double because I think that's what he thought he would have gotten. So the umpire was hit. Belding with a scalding shot down the first base line. Dead ball hits the umpire, and he'll award him second base. So Belding doubles. Since he has a double, the best promotion in summer baseball kicks in. You get a double or the Potters turn a double play, one row gets free double doubles. It's the best thing ever. So Belding will take second base. Just the second hit for the Potters, both extra base hits, and here's Cole Eaton, who went into a fielder's choice his first time up, and the umpire is going to talk to the manager of the Prune Packers and explain just why the runner gets second base, which Leopard being in regular right field, or just probably would not have been able. That ball was really hit hard. It would have gotten into the corner, and I think probably the umpire might have saved the Prune Packers a base, if anything. I smell hot dog, which means Jordan Georgeson must be back. Yep, exactly. He did a really hard 5 innings, or 4.5 innings of taking pictures, so he has to get himself. He goes down to Fat Cat. Check it out. Now we're going to have a meeting with the home plate umpire. Maybe that's something that wasn't discussed in the pregame, whether the ball hits the umpire. The umpire hits a dead ball. So then the umpire has the wherewithal to award the bases that he sees fit. And that's what they did. The only one they didn't ask is the umpire who actually got hit by the ball, and he's had to come over late and find out what was going on. But Belding's out at second base where he was chatting with Campbell and French, talking about hitting the ball at the umpire probably. And here's Cole Eaton. Out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and Texas Christian University, Eaton into a fielder's choice his first time up, drove in a run, his second of the season. Breaking balls hit to left field and hit well. Moving over, and it's down against the fence. Here comes Belding. He'll score. Eaton rounds first, heads to second. He's got himself an RBI double. The Potters are back within 2 at 5-3. Cole just picked that one out and put it right down the left field line. His second RBI of the night. Third hit of the game for the Potters. And with still nobody out, Ryan Lee will be our hitter as the Prune Packers are going to have a little meeting at the mound. They do have somebody in the bullpen. It looks like they're going to make a call to the bullpen. Yeah, so Bradley is going to leave, and we're going to have a new pitcher coming in. Looks like a left-hander will be back with his identity after a short break here as the Potters are threatening in the bottom of the fifth. They trail 5-3.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
New pitcher for the Prune Packers is the left-hander Blake Crawford out of West Linn, Oregon, and University of Oregon, making his 5th appearance, 8 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 16 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a 1.08 earned run average. He's 1-0 with a save. Left-hander will face the right-hand hitting Ryan Lee, number 9 hitter, with Eaton at second base and nobody out here in the 5th. Shows bunt and a high fastball. 1 ball and no strikes at 91 from Crawford. Lee at 167, grounded to third his first time up. Has a home run on the season when 6 runs batted in, 3 runs scored. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 91 again from Crawford. Ryan Lee did not show bunt on that one as the third baseman Agard is playing in just in case, as is Logan Sutter at first base. That one is a little bit too outside, so it's 2-1. Holding steady at 91 miles an hour for the left-hander. Crawford's 6'5", 205 pounds. Misses outside again, 3-1. Brian Williams Jr., the top of the order, on deck for the Potters. Potters with 2 in the second, now 1 here in the 5th on the Cole Eaton double. Cole's second RBI of the day. Swing and a miss. Lee with a good cut at that one. Fouls it in the catcher club. Same result. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive right at second base, 1 hop. Nice play out there by French. He kicks it around, picks it up to first. He got him at first base. Good play by French, getting Lee at first base, and Ryan, for one, did not think that was the outcome. Kind of tend to agree with him. But moving to third base was Cole Eaton on the play, as French had to make a real nice short hop and then had to find it again. And here's Brian Williams, who's grounded to third twice. Brian coming in at 392, 375 in PEL play, has 18 RBI, and has one waiting for him down there in the person of Cole Eaton. He takes a ball, 1-0. Jason Hansen on deck. Hits it out to right field. That'll score the run, and maybe more Leopard on the run. He'll make the catch. The tag at third base. The throw is cut off. It's an RBI, sacrifice fly, and the Potters have closed within 1 at 5-4. Williams picks up RBI number 19. Eaton scores the run. Potters are within 1, and here's Jason Hansen. So Bradley goes 4+, gives up 3 hits, 4 runs, hits 2, walks 2, and strikes out 2. And here's Jason Hansen, who is 0 for 1 with a base on balls. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Ty McGraw on deck if Hansen can reach here in the 5th. Jason takes call, strike 2. Hits it sharply out towards shortstop. Picked up by Campbell. Across the diamond for the out. But the Potters scored twice in the 5th. We go to the 6th. They trail it 5-4.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Top of inning number 6. It's a new pitcher for the Potters, the right-hander out of Sacramento and Sac City College, Peter Jensen, making his 3rd appearance, 3 innings, no hits, no runs. Struck out 3, walked 1. Jake Morella, scoreless inning. He had 1 hit allowed, walked 1, also struck out 1. John Alcar went the first 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those were earned. Jensen will face Ladoff, Cade Ladoff, the designated hitter, the number 9 hitter, who has a fielder's choice and a double. So is 1 for 2. And takes a strike, so it's 1-1. Cade from Bradenton, Florida, and the University of Michigan. And hauling him will be Jay Souza and Alex Leppert. So it's 9-1-2 for the Prune Packers. They lead this one 5-4. Jensen's slider goes outside. Prune Packers 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. Potters with 2 in the second and 2 in the fifth to get us to 5-4. Popped up. McGraw is going to call for it. No, Ryan Lee calls him off, and he'll make the catch. So 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th inning. and that will bring up Jay Souza. He just doubled and scored. He's walked and scored, and he's singled in a run. So Souza 2 for 2. He scored twice and driven in one. Left-handed hitter out of Honolulu and Texas Tech University, out in center field for the Prune Packers. Misses inside with a slider from Pete Jensen, whose birthday is the day after mine. And I wished him a happy birthday, and he did not wish me a happy birthday. He probably didn't know, so I'm going to let him off the hook as he sails that one outside, 2-0. So Jensen, the third pitcher for the Potters, as we are in the top of inning number 6. Delivers the strike on that one, 2-1. Alex Leopard to follow. Souza out in center, Leopard in right for the Prune Packers, who are 21-2 on the year and 10-2 in PEL play. Hit sharply into the hole in the right field, a base hit. So Souza stays red hot. He is 3 for 3. First hit off Jensen. 9th hit for the Prune Packers, and Alex Leopard, who has flied to center, walked, and been hit by a pitch, will come up to the plate. Leopard 326 coming in. And 0 for 1 so far tonight. Out of University of California, San Diego, by way of Sebastopol. High fastball, 1 ball, no strikes. Jensen at 88 with the fastball. Logan Sutter, the on-deck hitter. There goes the runner. The ball is fouled off by Leopard. So they're going to make Sousa go back, which only seems fair. Potters back home on Thursday against these same Prune Packers. Then next Wednesday, they come back to face the Solano Mudcats. That is on the 16th of July. They're on the road to Medford over this weekend. That one's inside, turns Leopard away. 2-1. And the Rogues repay the favor the next weekend by coming down here for 3 on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. The 19th, Harry Potter night. And looking forward to Harry Potter night, as I look forward to few Harry Potter nights. I don't think we'll get Harry out here. There goes the runner again. The pitch is a strike. The throw's going to be on a hop, and the tag is made, and he's out. That is a tremendous play by Tristan Russell at shortstop to make the catch and make the tag and get Sousa. And I don't think the runner Sousa, I don't think he agreed with the decision, but again, the throw kind of tailing into the runner and Russell making the snag and making the tag. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count now to Leopard. And call strike 3. So it turned into a good inning for the Potters, and they go to the bottom of the 6th. They trail it 5-4.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer.
Bottom of the sixth inning, Blake Crawford back out on the mound for the Prune Packers. He came on in relief of Tanner Bradley in the fifth, and Ty McGraw will be the first hitter, and we've got a mini controversy between innings trying to get Riley's input on this. McGraw has grounded into a double play and grounded to second, so Ty is 0 for 2. Left-hander against left-hander here to start the bottom of the sixth. And that's a slider in for a strike. We have the spinning bat race. You spin around the bat 7 times and then you run to Piper. And the rule is if the guy who's doing it or one of the people doing it veers out into the field because they're so disoriented, then the person who's running the game, in this case Lux, would have advanced one spot as McGraw hits it slowly out to second. French has it and flips over to first for the out. So if the person goes out into the field of play, then you get credit as the intern in charge of the MC, and you move up one spot in the rankings. And we saw the one of the participants go out toward the first baseline, but I don't know. Riley thinks he might have been kind of faking it a little bit, like it's staged. I kind of agree, but I don't want to take points away from Lux in case it was legitimate. Paniagua takes a strike. Adam has been up twice, been hit by a pitch twice. He has scored a run. He's behind in the count 0-1 to Blake Crawford. Swings and misses at that one. 90 miles an hour from Crawford. It's like Gerald Hansen stretching it out in the bullpen for the Potters, left-hander. That's a down low to Adam Paniagua. 1-2. One out here in the sixth inning. Potters trail at 5-4. Both starters are out of the game, and it's in the hands of Blake Crawford for the Prune Packers, and right now, Peter Jensen for the Potters. Paniagua slices one down the first base line, and it is foul. Protecting the guys down there, I think that's Morrell. Jake off the mound, and he went over into the protector spot to protect the guys warming up in the bullpen, and he made the catch on the ground ball. Paniagua 3 home runs and 19 runs batted in on the season, 9 runs scored. Breaking ball, call strike 3. First strikeout for Crawford of the call strike variety. And with 2 outs, Tristan Russell will come to the plate. Russell, the shortstop, has an RBI triple and has flied to center. Those were left-handed. He switches over to right-handed against Blake Crawford. Swing and a miss. Ethan Liao has come out on deck for Quentin Marsh. 0-1 now to Russell. Slices one foul down the right field line, out of play over by the VIP area where the Sutter group, the family and friends of Logan Sutter from the Prune Packers, out of Loomis, California, including his mom, Lori, who threw out the first pitch and did it in a very entertaining and very efficient fashion as well. So it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts to end the inning for Crawford. We go to the 7th. Potters trail 5-4.
so soon.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Top of the seventh inning, Gerald Hansen, the left-hander on the mound for the Potters. Logan Sutter, the first baseman, steps in for the Prune Packers. He'll be followed by Jacob French and Alex Burge. Hansen making his fifth appearance, 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. He is 1-0 on the season. ERA of 9.00, and he has ball 1 to Logan Sutter, who's at a sacrifice fly line to short and popped to second. Outside, 2-0. And if you're Logan Sutter, you want to do something memorable on the night when your mom threw out the first pitch. You don't want the family story to be, remember that night mom threw out the first pitch and you didn't get any hits? He does have a sacrifice fly. He hits that one out to right field and hits it pretty well. Going back at right and making the catch right up against the fence is, I imagine, Ethan Liao, who was supposed to bat for Marsh, so we think he'll probably be in right field. And Sutter almost had something to talk about because he needed about 10 more feet on that one, and it would have been out of here in the opposite field. So he is retired for the first out, and Hansen will now face Jacob French, who has struck out, singled, and grounded to second on a great play by Ryan Lee. Slices that one down the left field line. Giving chase is Eaton in left field, and that one is foul. Bringing back memories of the first bat of the game, Sousa, when he sliced one down there. We thought it was going to be foul, and it dropped fair for a double. But this one 0-1 on French, who's 1 for 3, 435 coming in. 5 home runs on the summer for Jacob. 409 in PEL play for the second baseman out of Benicia, California. That one also foul down the left field line. That one considerably further foul than the one previous. So it's 0-2 on French. So it is Ethan Liao out in right field, making that catch up against the wall for the first out. Rolls that one over foul down the first base line. Acrobatic try by one of the Potters out in front of the dugout. Did not make the play. Sad to report. Our thanks to little Lily, who came up to say that she likes the broadcast. She's not, I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 months old, maybe 4, so I don't know how if that counts, in the demo or anything, but it was nice for Dad to bring Lily up and say that. She really couldn't even look. She was obviously awestruck by my charisma. She couldn't even look me in the eye. But still, it was nice for her to come up. And Lily's grandpa also checks out the broadcast, or so I'm told. So, hey, Grandpa. Outside for a ball from Hanson. Gerald out of Roseville, California, and I believe Northern Kentucky University, which, unlikely as it may seem, is the Vikings. We looked it up one day. Northern Kentucky Vikings. Does make sense. I'm sure there's a reason. Swing and a miss. Belding's going to have to throw that one down to first, which he does, and Hanson gets a big strikeout for the second out of the inning, and it'll bring up Alex Burge, the catcher. Alex out of UC Berkeley has struck out twice and popped out to shortstop so far in this one. Left-handed catcher came in at .392 with a pair of home runs. .344 in PEL play. He's followed by J.C. Agard. And he takes a strike. Hanson at 86 on that fastball. Looking at Riley's pictures, kind of an eerie-looking day. And kind of a nice moon out there. I wonder if the moon rays are going to have an effect on fly balls, as Tom Moonman Maley says. Outside, 1-1. Looks like it could, though. It looks like it's just waiting to pounce on you. Hit it out there, and the moon will pounce on that. Striking shot, Riley. Well done. Well done to the Stones broadcast team for those beautiful shots of McBean Stadium. That's outside. Gets away from Belding. 2-1 on Bird. I guess Stones McCoy, the patriarch, was out here doing a little bit of construction work on the merchandise booth down below us. That one is outside for a ball, 3-1. He's the one who built this magnificent press box. And, yeah, he's done a lot of other stuff around here. Not all of it good. I'm not saying it's all good. Swing and a miss by Burge, 3-2. I want to get the guy to get a big head, right, Riley? Hopefully he'll be able to make it out for a couple of ball games before the end of the summer, as we are dwindling here. After this week, just 8 home games remaining for the Potters. 3-2 pitches outside, ball 4. Fifth walk issued by the Potters pitchers today, and it'll bring up J.C. Osario Agard, who has himself a home run. He has a walk and a pop-out. Out of San Jose State University, hailing from Hayward, California, J.C. Agard. Swings and fouls that one off and got Belding on the hand, and Mason's going to walk that one off a little bit. Go over and talk to his manager, who is a former catcher himself. That happened to me a lot. He'll say, let's shake it off, big guy. Trainer's going out just in case she's needed, as the umpire takes time out to go talk to Gerald Hanson. Probably just to meet Gerald and, get to know him a little bit. Talk about the events of the day, current events, things of that nature. What's happening in the arts, what's going on with the Oasis thing, the Ozzy Osbourne final concert over the weekend, which was epic, absolutely epic. I'm sure that's what they're talking about. I think the ump is a metalhead. Probably enjoyed Slayer. They had a little mini set there in that all day, like 10 hours, 11 hours, back to the beginning concert. 0-1. 7th home run of the season for JC tonight. Hanson's going over to first base and picked up RBI number 22 and run scored number 16. Comes in at .395. Swings and misses at that offering from Hanson, 0-2. John Alkire went the first 4 innings, and Jake Morrell, Peter Jensen handled the 5th and the 6th, respectively, and now Gerald Hansen. Morrell, Jensen, and Hansen does sound like a law firm. I do like them. High fastball. I'd probably be Jensen, Morrell, and Hansen. Jensen, Hansen, and Morrell. Yeah, that's the one. One and two. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Gerald gets a couple of strikeouts. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Potters fans are stretching. They trail 5-4.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the 7th, it'll be Ethan Liao, then Mason Belding and Cole Eaton for the Potters against Blake Crawford. Came on in relief of Tanner Bradley in the 5th inning. Worked a 1-2-3 6th, struck out 2, and now here is Liao for his first appearance at the plate. He takes outside. Marsh was 0 for 1 while he was in there. Around the league, a barn burner up in Medford. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Crabs lead the Rogues 10-8. 18 runs, 22 hits in that one, and they are in the bottom of inning number 6. Liao swings and misses. The West Coast Kings all over the Mudcats. That game is a final score is 18-3 in that one. We've got a 5-4 game right here with Liao up against Crawford. Hits it into right center field. Moving over is Leopard and makes the catch for the out. Thought he had a tweener over there, but Leopard got over there very quickly. And Liao is retired for the first out of the inning, and I'll bring up Mason Belding, who struck out and then ripped a double down the right field line back in the 5th inning. So Mason, with his first hit of the season, is 1 for 2. He also scored a run on the Cole Eaton double. Left-hander against left-hander here. Swings and misses at a fastball from Crawford at 90 miles an hour. That went off speed, misses somewhere, so it's 1-1. A little low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Outside, 2-1. Cole Eaton on deck as the Potters trail at 5-4. 2 in the second, 2 in the fifth for the Potters. Healdsburg scored all 5 of their runs in the first 4 innings. That one is fouled back. Potters have gotten single inning scoreless relief from Jake Morrell, Peter Jensen, and Gerald Hansen. And maybe Gerald's going to stay in. I don't see anybody warming up down the bullpen, but they might be snuck behind the pole down there. So 2-2. Popped up. Trying to get out of play. And it does, and hits right on top of us. That time wasn't as scary as the last time, though. That one would, if there was no top on this place, that would have been right to you, Riley. You would have had to make the play, right? Yes. Very nice. I don't think you would have shirked away from your duty. I think you would have gone out there and made that play. Belding fouls it off again. Mason, who said, struck out looking in the second, then hit a bullet down the right field line so hard that it hit the umpire. Umpire to call timeout on himself and award Mason second base. Outside, 3-2, so he works it all the way against the tough left-hander out of the University of Oregon. That is Blake Crawford. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Great crowd out here on a Tuesday night. Hopefully we'll see them all here on Thursday for a thirsty Thursday. That is ball 4. Great at bat by Belding, and he'll get down to first base. The potential tying run is on. Belding for the second time is on tonight and brings up Cole Eaton, who is at an RBI fielder's choice and an RBI double. We're going to get a meeting at the mound here for the Prune Packers. They do not have anybody warming up, sending somebody out there now, so they're sticking with Crawford. Cole Eaton out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and TCU, Texas Christian University. 176 coming in. He's picked up 2 RBI tonight, so he has 3 on the season. Not a lot of at-bats for Cole so far in the summer. He is playing out in left field today. He has Belding over at first base, 1 out here in the inning. Umpire breaks it up. And the Prune Packers, who are in, again, the objectionable camouflage uniforms with the burgundy numbers. Maybe it looks okay. See, the thing is your pictures are so clear, Riley, everybody can see the numbers because you're using technology to help you. I don't have any technology. Eaton takes outside for a ball, 1-0. Crawford still up there at 91 miles an hour. Ryan Lee, the on-deck batter for the Potters. Swing and a miss. And Cole decided he wanted to swing it down before he even got released, and he went after it. Looked to be a little bit too low, but he went after it anyway. So it's 1-1. He watches that one go on the outside corner. Very late call by the umpire on that one. 1-2 now. Fouls that one off. Still 1-2 on Cole Eaton. Belding at first, staying pretty close to first base. Blake Crawford, the pitcher. Cole Eaton, the hitter. Mason Belding, the runner at first base. Heaton swings and misses. Strikeout number 3 for Blake Crawford, and Ryan Lee is the hitter. He has grounded to third and grounded to second so far. So Ryan 0 for 2. Came in at 167 with a home run to his credit. And now 2 outs in the 7th inning. Pops that one up out of play. Belding getting off maybe a half step more at first base. Lee takes outside. Had to wait because the umpire threw up the late strike call a minute ago, so kind of had to wait on that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brian Williams Jr., top of the order on deck. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 1-2 on Ryan, out of Sunnyvale, California, and University of California, Davis. Played third, he's played second, he's caught. He's done a lot of stuff out here this summer. Swings and misses. Crawford gets the strikeout, his 4th and 2nd in a row. We go to the 8th inning. Prune 5, the Potters 4.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community.
Top of the 8th inning, Gerald Hansen still out on the mound for your Potters. He worked the 7th inning, gave up a walk and struck out 2, no runs. Blake Grimmer will lead it off, followed by Cade Campbell and Cade Ladoff. Grimmer, who's hit a home run, struck out and singled. Comes up here, left-hander against left-hander out of the University of Tennessee, and he takes down low for a ball. Out of Spring Lake, Michigan, Mr. Blake Grimmer. Out in left field tonight. Swings and misses at that offering from Gerald Hansen. Evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Prune Packers scored all 5 of their runs in the first 4 innings. A pair of home runs, one by Grimmer, one by Agard. That's hit into center field. Williams is going to have to come in, still come in, and he'll make the catch. Ryan came in so fast, I think he almost overran the ball. But Grimmer is out, flying out to center field for the first out in the 8th inning. And Cade Campbell, the shortstop, will make the hitter. He singled and grounded out and popped out. Singled in the 2nd inning, grounded to first in the 4th, and popped to the catcher in the 5th. So Cade is 1 for 3, 318 on the year for the shortstop. Swings and misses at the off-speed pitch. Cade out of UC Berkeley. Cade originally from Lodi, California. Two and one now on the shortstop with Cade Ladoff, the designated hitter, on deck. Swings and misses at that one. Again, Hansen tunes it down to 79, gets even in the count, 2-2 to Campbell. Cade no home runs, but 16 runs batted in and 14 runs scored on the year, on the summer. Fastball just misses inside, 3-2. Lifts it up in the air, shortstop calling, that's Russell. And he'll make the catch for the 2nd out. So 2 outs here in the 8th inning, and Cade Ladoff, who has hit into a fielder's choice, doubled and popped to 2nd, will be the batter. He is the designated hitter. He is out of Bradenton, Florida, and the University of Michigan. Brings a 389 average with him, with 4 home runs on the season. Driven in 23, scored 25. He has scored 1 tonight, but he takes that outside for a ball, 1-0. Top of the 8th inning, Prune Packers on top 5-4. First of a 3-game series between the two teams, a split series with the middle game being in Healdsburg tomorrow night, and then the Potters and Prune Packers come back here on Thursday. That's fouled off. Breaking ball that came in toward Cade, and he just turned on it and hit it almost backwards over toward the Little League field over there. One ball, one strike. Swings and misses. Hands it ahead in the count, 1-2. Crowd getting going out here. Still waiting around for the Potters to do something miraculous here and pull this one out of the fire. Ground ball out to third base. Nice play over there and a throw. What a play. That's Jason Hansen at third base, and he made a beauty to end up the top of the 8th. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Potters need 1 to tie. They trail at 5-4.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Bottom of the 8th inning means a new pitcher for the Prune Packers. It's Mason Lerma, a left-hander out of Santa Rosa, California, and UC Davis, making his 7th appearance, 9 1/3 innings, 6 hits, no runs allowed. He has struck out 10, and he has not walked a batter yet. Ryan Williams Jr. leads it off, then Jason Hansen and Ty McGraw. Blake Crawford was tremendous, 3 innings plus, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts for the left-hander out of the University of Oregon. Williams takes high for a ball. 1-1. So Lerma, the third pitcher. Bradley started, then Crawford, now Mason Lerma. Williams is at a sacrifice fly and grounded to third twice. He takes outside for a ball. 2-1. Brian, 392 on the year, 375 in PEL coming into tonight. Picked up his 19th run batted into the season. Fouls that one off, 2-2. From Dallas Baptist University, by way of Midwest City, Oklahoma, Mr. Brian Williams. Interviewed him earlier in the season, a delightful young man. Swings and grounds it down the third base line, but foul. Agard will run it down and get it back to Lerma, and we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 18th, 19th, and 20th of this month, Medford Rogues come to town. Make your plans and get out here to see that one. The 19th is Harry Potter night. Williams takes a call, strike 3. So Lerma gets the strikeout, his 11th of the season. 7th strikeout for the Prune Packers pitchers tonight, and Jason Hansen will be our hitter. He has walked and grounded to short twice. Just made an excellent play on the defensive end, and so Jason comes up here, 0 for 2. 5:26 in conference before coming into tonight. Takes a strike. Ty McGraw on deck. It's like Evan Williams warming up for the Potters, as Gerald Hansen worked 2 very nice innings for manager Eli Garcia. Potters have been tremendous in relief with 4 scoreless innings. Outside to Jason, who doesn't have a home run, has 8 runs batted in and 27 runs scored on the season. Fastball outside, 2-1. Alex Burge behind the plate. Agard, Campbell, French, and Sutter in the infield. Hansen takes outside, ball 3. Grimmer, Souza, and Leopard in the outfield. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 3-2. Hansen's walked 22 times, but Lerma hasn't given up a walk all season, so immovable force, irresistible object, or whatever they call that. Fouls that one out play. Irresistible force, immovable object, that's what it is. And we'll see who wins. It's a 3-2 pitch coming up again. Line drive right back to Lerman. He catches it and throws it into left field because he was trying to throw it to the third baseman. Hansen hits a line shot right back at him, puts it right in his glove, and there's 2 outs and Ty McGraw at the plate. Ty has grounded to second base 3 times. One time it was a double play, twice it was just a single out. So he is 0 for 3. Up here against another tough left-handed hitter, or left-handed pitcher in Mason Lerma. He had to take on Crawford his last time up. Check swing, and it's in there for a strike, 0-1. No activity. Well, actually, there's a little bit of moving around for the Prune Packers in their bullpen. Evan Williams, as we said, for the Potters. McGraw takes outside. Adam Paniagua on deck. McGraw at .462 on the season. Swings and misses at that breaking ball, 1-2. Right down the middle, call strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Lerma. We go to the 9th. Potter still trailing this one 5-4.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Evan Williams on the mound for the Potters here in the 9th inning. His 11th appearance, 11 innings, 5 hits and 3 runs, 23 strikeouts and 2 walks. He is 0-1 with 4 saves, and he'll face Jay Souza. The top of the order, he takes a strike. Souza has 3 hits and a walk, and his RBI double back in the 4th drove in the 5th run for the Prune Packers, which is the margin of victory right now as we stand here as they lead at 5-4. He doubled and scored in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd, swings and misses here. Singled in a run in the 4th and singled again in the 6th. Was thrown out trying to steal in that 6th inning, and he has an 0-2 count. Out of Texas Tech University. Watches that one sail outside from Williams at 91. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gerald Hansen, 2 innings, no hits, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. That one's fouled off. Potters relievers so far, 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts, and no runs. And the Healdsburg relievers have been just as good, 4 innings and no hits, and 6 strikeouts. Souza fouls it away again. Prune Packers with 9 hits in the game, Potters with just 3. And they're all extra base hits, 2 doubles and a triple. Some excellent plays by the Prune Packers defensively have contributed to that number. Swing and a miss, and Sousa's down on strikes. Eighth strikeout for Potter's pitchers today, and here is Alex Leopard, who was flied to center, walked, been hit by a pitch, and struck out. So Alex is 0 for 2 out of Sebastopol in UC San Diego. The left-handed hitting right fielder coming in at .326 with 3 home runs. Swings and misses at that one from Williams, 0-1. Logan Sutter on deck. Well played, well pitched ball game out here tonight at McBean Stadium. Webb gems on both sides. The home run battle so far has gone to the Prune Packers 2-0. And they lead in the game 5-4. Swing and miss by Leopard, 0-2. Just misses with the fastball outside at 92 from Evan Williams. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Should be a tremendous series between these two. We've got 2 more games tomorrow in Healdsburg and Thursday right back here at 6:35. $1 beer night, and it's supposed to be pretty hot on Thursday, so it might come in very handy, $1 beer. Not that it ever doesn't come in handy. I look perfect, but it's a ball, 2-2. A little bit too low, says Riley the engineer, and I always trust Riley because he doesn't know anything about baseball, but he knows how to read graphs and charts and stuff. So if he says it, it's mostly true. I'm not going to say always. 2-2 pitch, misses 3-2. So he had him 1-2, and now it's 3-2. Another Tuesday goes by without a relaxing with Riley segment because he just, after the BR volleyball, you just had nothing. You know, I mean, that's all there is. You got to find me another video game or something. I mean, there's some Fortnites or something like that. Popped up foul, out of play. I've heard of some games. You're not a Grand Theft Auto guy, are you? Is that still, do people still play that? They do. Okay, good. What about Zelda? Is that a game? Okay. I'm just trying to name games. I'm just, you know, trying to get my video game on, my gaming on. I don't see that happening. 3-2 pitch. He got him on strikes. 2 strikeouts for Williams here in the 9th. And Logan Sutter is the hitter. Logan out of Loomis, California has got some, they call him the Sutter group down in the VIP area of the Kiln, including Mom Lori, who threw out the first pitch tonight. Logan has a sacrifice fly and is 0 for 3. Lined out, popped down, and flied out. Fly deep to right field his last time up. Caught by Leo on the warning track. Strike 1. Took something off that at 80, did Evan Williams. Out of San Jose, California, and William Jessup University. Swing and a miss. Sutter is 0-2. Line down the right field line foul. Right over the top of where the Sutter group is sitting, so kind of a nice homage to the group. Logan came in tonight at .392, did pick up the RBI number 24 on the summer. That was way back in the first inning. Takes high for a ball. .324 in PEL play. 1-2 pitch. Down low, ball 2. Williams thought he had it. Just a little bit too low. So count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jacob French on deck in case Sutter reaches for the Prune Packers. Swing and a miss, and Williams strikes out the side. So the Potters relievers finished 5 complete innings, 2 hits, and 7 strikeouts, but it's up to the hitters now. When we go to the bottom of the ninth, Prune Packers lead this one 5-4.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Here we are at McBean Stadium, bottom of the ninth. Prune Packers 5, Potters 4. Adam Paniagua will be our first hitter against Mason Lerma, who struck out 2 in the 8th inning. Throws the breaking ball, gets a call strike. Swings and misses 0-2. Lerma going for his first save of the season. He now has thrown 10 in the 3rd innings, giving up 6 hits. And it's 1-2. Working quickly. Russell and Lee out to follow Adam Paniagua. Fouls it back to the screen. Adam has been hit by a pitch twice, not the same pitch, on 2 different occasions. He has scored a run, he has struck out, so he's 0 for 1 with a run scored. Lerma looks like in the old days, I would be losing the contact lens. Prune Packers scored once in the first, once in the second, once in the third, and twice in the fourth. And then the Potters hung 5 zeros on them with Morrell, Jensen, Hansen, and Williams. 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. The Prune Packers gave up 2 in the second and 2 in the fifth to the Potters, but then they've come on, and Crawford had 3 innings, and Lerma has had 1 inning. They have struck out 6 and given up no hits. Potters with just 3 hits on the night, 2 doubles and a triple. And the last one of those was back in the 5th inning. 2-2 now on Paniagua. Lines it foul down the left field line, out of play into the night. Ground ball foul over by the dugout, so it's 2-2. Hit out sharply to shortstop. Campbell moves over, he's got it, and Paniagua is out at first base. 1 out here in the ninth, and Tristan Russell will be the hitter. He has tripled in a run back in the second, scored a run, flied to center, and struck out. Batting from the right side, might be the first time. No, I think it's the second time. Struck out against Crawford back in the 6th. Had his triple against Tanner Bradley, the starting pitcher. Russell takes a strike. He does have 3 home runs on the season, 2 of them from the right side. Check swing, and it's down low, 1-1. Ethan Liao on deck. Russell takes a strike, 1-2. Swings and misses. 2 outs here, and the Potters' last chance is Ethan Liao. He fly deep to right his first time up. He came on in the 7th inning for Quinton Marsh, who was 0 for 1. Liao chops one foul down the first base line, 0-1. Inside from Lerma, 1-1 on Ethan Liao. Mason Lerma from Santa Rosa, California, and UC Davis. Liao check swing, and it's outside, 2-1. Hits it to right field, moving over is Leopard. And makes the catch crossing the foul line, and that's your ball game. So Lerma comes on. Lerma and Crawford throw 5 innings of hitless relief, and they strike out 7, and the Potters fall in this one 5-4 is our final. Potters go to 6-5 in league play and 22-6 overall. The Prune Packers go to 11-2 in league play and 22-2 overall. Second game of this series will be tomorrow in Healdsburg. We're back here on Thursday at 6:35 for the first pitch between the Potters and the Prune Packers. Want to shout out one more time the Potters bullpen of Morrell, Jensen, Hansen, and Williams. 5 innings and just 2 hits, and they struck out 7, but it wasn't quite enough. The Packers just a little bit better in a very well-played game tonight. Our final, the Prune Packers win this one 5-4. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Riley the Engineer, for Willie Preston, and all the interns, we say thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time.